I am currently in Orlando, Florida at Lou Gardens, which is a 50-acre botanical oasis donated to the city of Orlando in 1961 by Mr. Harry P. Lou. Shown in the picturesque Lake Rowena, home to much wildlife such as turtles, snakes, alligators, and many birds. As seen in many trees in this area, there is a lot of Spanish moss, scientifically named Tillandsia usneoides. Despite its name, Spanish moss is not actually a moss, but a bromeliad, a perennial herb in the pineapple family. The function of this plant in the wild and this specific ecosystem is nearly endless. Songbirds build nests with the moss, and many other species use clumps for shelter, including bats, reptiles, and amphibians. When considering the conqueror of the land idea, I believe that there are many people who mistreat the gardens when visiting by leaving trash, walking off the path, picking plants, and the worst one I have seen is when people carve words into trees, which can allow fungi and diseases to harm it. Although this land has gone through massive changes and alterations throughout the past 60-plus years since it was transformed to inhabit a large variety of both native and non-native plant species, I believe that much of the natural species, including trees over 300 years old, are carefully preserved, and I see more wildlife here than I do at most nature preserves due to the abundance of tree cover and unique plant species that attract more life. The plain members of this particular ecosystem stay on the path, not disturbing or picking any of the plants or wildlife, besides maybe snapping some pictures. Although, thanks to the abundance of plant life, including a butterfly garden that includes pollinating plants that attract more butterflies, as well as plants and trees that attract many native species in Florida. There are many conscious choices that favor the trees and native species that inhabited the land before it was the magnificent gardens that you see here today at Lou Gardens. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. As you can hear in the distance, there are lots of bird calls. I am not sure of the specific bird, but when I am here by this lake, I hear at least 6 different bird calls. I do know this is how the birds communicate with each other, whether they're looking for prey or looking for their friends or just checking in for the night because the sun is about to go down. So I know they're about to, be done for the night. So that's one notable thing about this area. One thing notable about the land that I'm on by Lake Rowena would be the abundance of natural weeds on the ground. As you can see, there's many clovers, there's many types of different plants growing around here. You don't see much grass, there is some, but it is nice to be in an area where it's not so heavily grassed and fertilized and pesticides and all of that. And as you can see, there's just an abundance of nature. So many grasses in the lake as well. So over on this side of Lake Rowena, you may see there are many plants, as well as ducks and bays that turtles are on very frequently. And as you can see here, the green is actually called duckweed, and it is very nutritious for the ducks, like those, to eat.